Hello and happy Tuesday, everyone. I I may have had some technical difficulties with the last episode, so there's some stuff that might be unfamiliar. Um, I made a little bit of a crop in here, so eventually there will be food if I didn't prematurely break down that wheat, but I do have enough for exactly one bread. I've also turned the difficulty up to normal, which is why I was waiting overnight. But I'll never know unless I try if I'm going to be able to get out of here and into the new area. So I think I'm just going to book it and hope for the best. Because it's been it's just morning, so it has been, the nightfall has happened. So if there are creepers, there was also a creeper exploded on my little garden path as well. So that'll be, you'll see that. But that's okay. That happens. Let's get underground and into this before we think about anything else. Yeah, okay. So then here's this. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a bed, I'm looking for food, I'm looking for my sword? I don't remember. Oh, yes, I do remember. I'm looking for this, which is too early. I need to get through this cave system without dying. And that's already a big ask. So, let's, and you might wonder why I didn't sleep in the bed over here. Part of the reason is just trying to get from one place to the other in one piece. So I'm going to take these flower petals and just go follow my path to where I found these other things. So exciting news! I have found oak trees, birch trees, acacia, and at least this flower meadow. So now I have like all of the flower types, or at least a lot more flower types than I had. And then of course there are more oaks in this area. So I think that's all turning out well. Yeah, so there's the acacia you can see in the distance. I'm just trying to get to this other bed sooner rather than later. But yeah, we've got all the tulips, we've got these blue cornflower, and I think the cherry blossoms are really nice. This is a good entrance to a cave system. The cherry blossoms are a really nice wayfinder or waymarker, because they don't actually show up, but they also don't stand out too much, so they don't really impose on the world. But now so now I've reset my spawn. I'm just gonna eat this. I mean, it's not gonna actually change anything, but it's something. Let's get there, let's get there, let's get this. So I've started building my birch house, and when I first started this series, I was thinking to do a house tree every week. So, you know, due to technical difficulties, I couldn't actually show the process of building this, although I do have a version with its own audio that's up on Patreon only, but there is a link there that will come out for free eventually. Let's see. So, if you want to watch it, that's where you watch it. Oh no! No. Okay, well at least my spawn is successfully reset, so what am I out? Maybe a little bit of XP? That's fine. I'm not going to be able to like use XP for a little while anyway, so I'm all good with that. I just need to make sure I actually remember where it was that I fell down. I'm getting the feeling it was probably here. I see something that looks familiar. What else is here? Oh, there's all my stuff. Okay. Oh, good start, good start. Yeah. No. I don't know why I'm playing in normal mode. I don't know. I like a little challenge, you know? What am I gonna do without a little challenge? I think life would be very dull if it was easy. But then again, comparatively, is my life that hard? Well, I think so. But, you know. Let's just say people have opinions. And it is okay that many of them are wrong. I should have probably done this earlier, actually, because now, well, because then I would have had that bread. Then I would have had that bread when I came to. Oh, is that a bunny? There's a little bunny. Oh, that's cute. Allium. What are they? Oxeye Daisy, I think. There we go. There's my hoe. That is my indomitable hoe. My ironclad hoe. And then this, I mean, there was that snowball down there. Does that lead to anything here? What's this? Is this a cave system? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no. Run. Book it, book it, book it. Oh! Come on. Come on. Yeah, that's what I thought. He's scared. Won't mess with me. Oh, there's gonna be... Oh, the water zombies. Oh, the water zombies. I always forget they exist. They're the worst. I strongly dislike them. You know, I mean, I try to see the best in everything, but their loot drops, well, I mean, they do drop tridents, so that is a very useful, very early game, like, a way to get, you know, something that's, like, stronger than a diamond sword in a very early game. So, it's definitely got its usefulness, but I also wish that, like, daylight affected them, because it's very frustrating sometimes, just trying to do anything near the water, because even, like, shallow little ponds, sometimes there's just now a trident launched at your face from, like, just behind you at a time when you, like, don't expect it. It's hard. It's hard, and it's, like, it feels more hard in the sense of, like, mean-spirited. But then again, I don't know. I played Dark Souls, so why am I criticizing mean-spirited? I apparently enjoy it on some level, but not in Minecraft. This is supposed to be, you know, what's the opposite of easy? Not difficult. It's the opposite of hard. Flaccid. No, you can't say that on the internet. We can't say words. No, we can't be allowed to express ourselves. No, that's not. Das ist verboten. So, let's see. I think I'm actually gonna use this birch sapling specifically to further my, what do you want to call it? Liberal agenda? Literal girl agenda? Something like that. Only sleep at night and during thunderstorms. So I do want more wood, but I do want to keep it birch. I guess I could go down here and get this one. There's also a village up there, which, as we've established, I'm probably going to avoid like the plague, but I mean, if I don't have to hear them whang, then I might go there for some trading. I'll just have the volume off. You know, I see it as a sensory issue. I just struggle with the noise they make. But, you know, would that be a good enough reason for you? If somebody said they never want to spend time with you. It's like, oh, it's because your voice is annoying. Yeah. Well, I mean, people are entitled to their opinions. But, you know, I'd think if someone was your friend, they wouldn't say that. Who am I vagging about? I'm not even vagging, I'm just like making up beef. You know, call me a Taco Bell the way I'm synthesizing beef from the basic raw ingredients of reality. Let's see. Alexander Taco Bell. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw this up behind the bar, and then this up, and then this up here, I guess, and then what am I supporting that with? I don't know yet, but it's gonna be cool. Let's just sleep. Okay, so I'm gonna try and get a birch house done this episode. I feel like that's not too ambitious, but you know, it does require a little bit of work. All right, hello. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, there we go. There's some meat. That'll help. Was there a creeper? I don't think there's a creeper. That's good. I don't like it when there's a creeper. There should be like a difficulty setting that's just like no creepers. I mean, I guess it's kind of like no grief, but like it is, there is still grief. I don't know. I feel like that's probably not hard to achieve with mod. Like that's probably like that's gotta be like one of the simplest mods. I am a big fan of the way that these two trees intersect. I am gonna leave them that way. I just think that looks nice. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff where it's like, I don't know, kind of inspired by the environment, and I don't really want to mess with it, so I don't. But I don't know, sometimes it can be a little limiting. Usually I don't find it too hard though. Like making those farms underground means I don't have to actually like, I don't know, rearrange too much on the surface, especially when I've got like such a nice biome to work in. And look, some of the cherries got to this side of the mountain. There's one up on that hill just before the ridge. I mean, coming through this space was like, it was pretty neat, because I was just tunneling. I had gone up the mountain, like I'd climbed up the mountain a bit, just to look. Oh, there are cats. Oh, there are cats. Okay, I'm definitely getting a cat. Okay, you know what? This episode has a new purpose. Acquire a kitty cat. How do I need string. So spiders, I guess? Oh, this is neat. Okay, now I'm just exploring. Is that acacia in like a snow biome? No, that's gotta be spruce. That's gotta be spruce. No, yeah, hey, that's spruce. And then this is oak up ahead. That's an oak, and oh, there's a lot of birch here actually. Oh, there's a birch load of it. Oh, this is fascinating. Oh, cliffs and caves, light me up. And pumpkins. Okay, and there are pumpkins. Okay, and then, yes, okay, so there is spruce nearby. I thought I was remembering it, but I think I was just hallucinating. So, or maybe I had an inkling. I must have seen some. I don't know. Anyway, so, I'm gonna try and get a birch tree done, but, well, I need string, so I gotta wait for nightfall. And nightfall's coming, and I've only chopped down one birch tree. Oh no, and I haven't planted my saplings. Okay, let's get back to the start, and just throw a couple more birch trees on, and then we've also got, we've got oak saplings and cherry saplings, and I mean, I don't see a reason not to incorporate a cherry into the new birch. It's just a matter of getting the wood grains to look, to look right together. But that shouldn't be too hard. And there's some seeds, so there's been a whole progression there. Oh, hello chicken. Good chicken. I could collect some chickens, I could collect some eggs. Well, collect some chickens, put them in a pen, and then have like hoppers to collect the eggs. I think I will do that soon. Because if I have pumpkins and eggs... Oh, that was the thing I wanted to grab. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna... Okay, worst case scenario, I can just commandeer a villager's bed. I'll, voluntold to them to let me use it. No, I definitely do want to get some pumpkins. So, let's do that. That's the jankiest little farm I've seen. That's kind of cool, though. I like that. I really like that. I'm already out of food. Yeah. I mean, the pumpkins, okay, so the pumpkins, and then sugarcane, and then eggs. And I think that gives you everything you need for pumpkin pie. The third ingredient might also be milk, but I'm pretty sure it's sugar. Okay, here we go. This is what I need. So, both for lighting purposes, this is a lot cheaper than lanterns if I'm going for, like, decorative lighting. But it's also renewable, and I like them. They look cool. Definitely one of my favorite updates was when the pumpkins came out and you could put them on your head and you could carve them. I've been waiting since the Soul Torch came out. I'm like, they forgot to make a soul pumpkin, and that is a bit of a tragedy, because just, I don't know, I mean, think about it. That's such a cool thing, such a cool idea. You can even change the color palette of the pumpkin itself, so the pumpkin is more like gray or like a dark tan, sort of like nutmeg color. But yeah, let's see. So we're very close to home. I think we're still gonna make it, maybe, unless I went the wrong direction. Oh yeah, I totally went completely the wrong direction. Okay, I got lost. No, that's not an Indomitable Hoe. Here, I'll repair their farmland. See, I'm making friends. I'm not gonna be anti-villager. Come on, that's not okay. You know, I can have my sensory issues, but, you know, I'm not gonna completely boo an entire type of creature over it. So, a type of squid related thing. My favorite thing. Oh no. Oh hey, actually, potatoes and carrots. Yes, that's perfect. Gimme. Okay, I will replant these crops. I will replant them, but first, they are too helpful not to use. This is immediate calories, not like long-term, later calories. Yeah, but I'll get all of the crops. And then beets and stuff, and yeah, we'll be making mushroom stew soon. We'll find better ways to do this. But I should have, here, okay. I can still make this right. I want more potatoes than carrots, because honestly, like, I like potatoes more than pretty much anything else. Basically life, and potatoes, and the meaning of life. Yeah, potatoes are it, honestly. Like, potatoes, if I had to pick something to worship, Jordan Peterson, if I had to pick something to worship, it would definitely be potatoes. I know what I'm about. Here, I just think they're neat. Okay, so basically, I'm tree farming. I'm gonna tree farm a lot of birch, and I'm gonna have a lot of saplings and a lot of the wood. And then from that, okay, so then there's a couple more things to do. There's just a door to make, or a couple doors, and then planks or something to fill in some of the gaps. I do kind of want to fill this in somehow, but I was hoping to do it with actual birch logs and then a birch sapling, but it does need to line up with that. So I think I need more birch wood to really realize my vision with this. Because this, okay, so this is all going to get filled in with birch, and then the rest is going to be leaves. And then I also need my shears, and I don't know if I found them. They might just not be around, which would be frustrating, but ultimately survivable. Okay, for now, at least just like a little bit of a wall, because yeah, this is just too exposed to monsters. We have more cobble, so let's make, I don't know, like five of these. There's just no reason. There's just no good reason to wait for things to cook. Like, if you've got like 5 different things, you can just cook them all at the same time. It's like, yes, you might run through your coal a little faster, but I think it's definitely worth it. Here. And then with this, we can also, like, let's see, do we have fuel? I guess we're just gonna have to split it, and then as soon as we get one charcoal, we can switch over to using charcoal. But I'm just waiting for nightfall. There we go. Okay, nice. That's easier. That's easier for my brain to cope with. Okay. Cause yeah, I mean, you can see we're doing okay, but we really don't have much food yet. So, okay. So the next step the next step will be to get these trees, but oh no. I can't let that skeleton see me. Where's my boo? Here's my boo. What more? It's just me, boo! Here's a question. How does it choose whether you're going slowing arrows or regular arrows? Did that skeleton despawn? No. He's still there. I see him. There we go. There's another one of the fuckers. Alright. Alright. Notice, in times of trouble, I often, become a little Scottish, a little Irish, something. You know, in a totally acceptable, not at all strange way. In a way that is okay and normal. Is there such a thing as okay? Is there such a thing as normal? Oh. Jean-oui. Here. That means I am ennui, in French, I guess. Let's see, what other languages can I make fun of? English exists. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go back to the basics. My Indomitable. And just speed this all up a little bit. Because yeah, I mean, I already placed these kind of where I want them to be, but I think I was kind of jumping the gun. Because, well, I'm going to need to fill in the gaps for this anyway, but I'm going to do that before I start making farmland, because I want to fill in a floor. And I think I'll do that with planks, actually. Why not just do planks? That's easy. And I think it'll look good with the stone bricks. So that's the other thing. I kind of came back for stone bricks. By came back, I mean, like, that's where I started the episode. But I'd finished the previous one out here with, like, setting down the bed and figuring that out there. And then I put that back. So that's good. And then that's all decomposing. That's fine. Let's fill in this floor so we at least have a roof to this layer. Yeah, this will be nice. Okay, so then what do? We can go out the front door. And really, if I run into anything, I'm doomed. Like anything monster-wise anyway. Where are we starting? I think this is the first... Yeah, I think this is the first layer. I do want to maintain some of this grass. Just because at this stage I don't have Silk Touch. So I think it'll make things easier for me if I just preserve what grass I can. And then I can always extend. Because I like grassy floors, especially when they're like level with ground level. Oh, this is so satisfying. Because you can just look out the window, and the grass is just continuous. It just carries on. That's gotta be a fan favorite. Yeah, if that has one fan, it's me. If that has two fans, you know, that's me and someone else. If it has three fans, that's me and then two other fans. And so on. I think you understand the pattern by now. So, okay. So I think this layer. Am I gonna be gardening? Am I gonna be farming in my bed? Like in my bedroom? I guess that's just what I'm gonna do. That's silly, but you know, famously, you know, Senpai the sister, not at all silly, not even silly a bit. Yeah, it's a well-known truth that I am not even slightly silly. So, oh, fart. That was exactly what I was just talking about. I didn't want to get rid of that grass. Okay, all right. That was on purpose, folks, definitely. You can tell by the exasperated tone of my voice. Meant to do that. Okay, yeah, let's do that. So, that, we can probably build this in, and this in, because why not, right? Okay, how's the weather? I think it's either gonna rain or it's either gonna rain or it's almost nightfall. I'm leaning towards the second one, but I think I'm being a little pessimistic. I've got water though. Let's why not, right? Let's make an infinite water source and throw some crop in here just as a start, because yeah, I mean, y'all know the drill, you know, y'all know the problems. Definitely need to make some food happen soon. And potatoes are nourishing and fast, and they work, and have actually, you know, helped generations of my own ancestors survive, you know, through the harsh Russian winters. That's not a joke. That's actually true. And Canadian winters. It's crazy, eh? Oh, there's some coal. You know, but for sustainability reasons, you know, I'll leave it in the ground. Let's see. So, you know, I mean, even in Minecraft, I have more restraint than the average U.S. senator. Here, there. So we have potatoes. I do want, well, I like this little bar area. This is cool. So I think what I'm gonna do, I think I might make this like garden box style and make some birch stairs to go around that edge. Yeah, so just simple, you know? Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. There will be more stairs in there, and then I think this I'm just gonna carry on up as like a landing, and then that's gonna be glass. You know, we're not there yet, but it'll be there. And then we'll start cooking potatoes. And carrots, and we will need to make more farmland, but I'm also tempted to go up. I'm also keenly aware that I'm standing next to a window where, you know, a friendly skeleton could end my life through said window. Just shoot an arrow right in my general direction and up my general body plan, and that wouldn't be fun. I wouldn't appreciate that, to be totally honest. But they seem to like doing it, so who am I to argue? Clearly, they have good reasons, good intentions. What's going on there? More birch saplings. Let's get more birch saplings. And I gotta check up above. I don't know. Hopefully they haven't like despawned, but we're probably close to the point where we haven't got enough for. Where we haven't picked up birch saplings that are there. So I don't want them to despawn while I'm waiting. That would be silly. But let's definitely keep planting, because we're gonna need a lot of this. We're gonna need a lot of birch logs. This kind of building, like I mean, I'm using the stone blocks, so it kind of accelerates it, which is nice. But there's definitely need for a lot of wood if I'm making a house tree. So it's like this corner especially, right? If I'm going all the way up. Because that's already like a whole tree worth of wood. Here, come on, we're so close. We're so close. I feel like a little bit annoyed. Okay, well, we can make more fencing, or at least some fencing, and then throw that there. So there's at least a window, and then this kind of gives us, you know, an impression or outline to follow when we're ready. I want more stairs, but I'm still gonna need more birch. So I think I'm just gonna sleep the night off. I thought I had some bones. I was really hoping I had some bones. Oh, I do. Nice. Okay. You know, as long as I'm paying attention, I do. So that's nice. And yeah, so that's potatoes. Nice. Okay. So we're doing good. I think we've started. We've at least begun to address the food problem. And okay, I think I wasted all that bone meal because I got the same number of potatoes out that I put in. That's fine. Okay, so then we can actually start replenishing those hearts finally. You know, I'm just as good with food in the real world. So, you know. Oh, that's always been healthy for my life. It's always been helpful. Yeah, no, definitely refusing to learn my lesson on that. No, couldn't beat me. What's that? Is that zombie? I saw a blue shirt, I thought. But maybe it was just the pants I was seeing. Being able to jump around on treetops was something you could do back in like Donkey Kong Country. I always thought that was cool. That was like a really cool mechanic for secret areas, because they don't really. Well, no, in the very first level, they make it obvious that you can sometimes do that, but in that very first level, it's actually a secret path that takes you up and over, and gives you whatever the name of the rhinoceros mount was. I hear a spider, or maybe I hear something else. Oh, that's the honey. Where are my shears? I think I might have to go back for my shears, unless any of these birch trees wanna try growing, maybe. I'm vagging at the trees for not growing fast enough. You know, like an enlightened scholar, like a scion of wisdom. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I think that might just be the thing to do. I do need to get shears. I do have food now. I think I see... I don't actually see what the intended path was back up to there. It's definitely on this side of that waterfall. Let's see. Where is it? I might be wrong. Because there's a stone that I left, like literally up there. It is. Yeah. So there's this block of stone. Yeah, that's placed by me. So then it's just up the hill from here to get to the tunnel, and I have enough time because like the day really just started. I hope. And I can always throw some potatoes and carrots into my new... Oh, I don't have any extra. I do have pumpkins though. So that's a question. Do I plant pumpkins everywhere I live? Yes, obviously. That's not even a question. Soul pumpkins would be really cool though. It would be neat if they had like an extra function, like just because it feels like something that's not like immediately obvious to do is put a soul torch in a jack-o'-lantern. So I'd like it to have some kind of function. Maybe it could be like some kind of upgrade for the for like the snowmen, maybe. Yeah, snowmen or iron golems. If you use a soul lantern, it's just like you get a slightly different result. And just add some texture and flavor. Add some texture and flavor to the game. Let's see. Okay. I like this. I like that. There's some snow coming down. Alright. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know where those shears are. Otherwise I wouldn't have like... Okay, I'm not gonna stand too close to that in case I randomly run into a creeper, but... I can also repair... I can also fully just repair that place in the path that got blown up. Here it is. Yeah, no, you can barely tell. You can barely tell where that creeper went explodey. Yeah. Can't see it. It's amazing. Seamless. Seamless. There is like another stair here. Okay, I think it blew up one of my cherry wood stairs. Maybe I have an extra cherry wood, or like a couple extra. That would be nice. The other thing I want to do is I want to make this, these strip logs, I want to make an obelisk of like every wood type. So I should have done that a little bit earlier, because I need at least 4 birch logs to do that, but that's a little bit more. I think it's okay to wait on that. Here, we'll put it there once we finish the treehouse, I think. So we've got enough cherry planks to make another set of stairs. That's good. I do want more pink petals to like really finish off that path. Pointed dripstone is helpful. That's what I was looking for. Shears. Do we have anything extra? No. Do we want to try and go back now, or do we want to go later? Okay, well, we can put carrots here, and we can put a pumpkin. We can at least plant like 2 pumpkins, because they can't be like right next to each other, but that should be fine. And then yeah, and then we still have a lot of extra stuff to work with. So if I'm gonna make it back, I gotta actually book it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Because yeah, I don't see a reason not to. Unless I wanted to make... Unless I want to repair those stairs, and I kind of do, so let's do that. I could also use these stairs in the other house. get a little cherry, get a little birch, you know, just vary the decoration a bit. And we can fill that in a little, yeah. So then, yeah, it does still carry that, I don't know, that scar. There's that little divot in the landscape, but I think it's like a reminder I was here, you know. And soil is also renewable. You can make new soil in Minecraft by let's see, what was it? I think you need moss. It's good to use like a cobblestone or basalt generator, and then have moss, and then you can grow moss through your regenerating cube. And then on top of that, you place spruce in a 2x2, and that makes podzol. And then podzol, when you dig it up, just drops as dirt. So that's one way to do it. I think. Well, you can also do like azalea, because azalea, but it'll only convert like, I think it only converts like 1 block into a dirt block, which feels like, I don't know, kind of cheap. So I'm not a fan of that. Here, yeah. I mean, the rest, I think they turn into rooted dirt, and you might be able to turn rooted dirt into regular dirt. I don't know why I'm fuzzy on that, but I feel like fuzzy about that. Like unsure of myself, not like warm, cozy feelings, but you know, I feel some warm, cozy feelings. I think it's been a good day. The resin was like really, really good today. Yeah. It's got this nice quality where it kind of takes on a mind of its own sometimes. It's like watercolors, but in 3 dimensions. So it's like sculpture and then 3-dimensional watercolor over it. Oh, that is absolutely what I needed to do. More of everything. We need this here. Maybe there. I don't know. We'll move it. We'll move it eventually. I don't know exactly where to put it all, but you know, if it's in the world, it's like harder for me to forget. A little bit harder for me to forget it. So I think that's a benefit. Yeah. So then the only thing I want here is to like gain a little bit more elevation a little bit more quickly. So maybe I could. Oh, could I put that? Oh, I can. Oh, that's neat. That's actually really neat. I don't know if that's exactly how I want to like finalize it, but that is neat. Okay, so I want a staircase going up here, and then I want the lantern on the underside of that staircase. So I think I am gonna like just pop that off, and then this can go here, this can go here, and then now if I do this, then I just have enough planks to make another set of stairs, and then I can use that to finish this off. And then I still have like blocks left over to work with. So that's perfect. And then I don't think you can place a lantern on the bottom of stairs, but I think it's always like, oh yeah, nice, you can. Huh. Huh. Well, that's why it's nice to try it out. Maybe it doesn't work, but maybe it works. I don't know. I always try to like do the easy thing. Like, if I'm trying to figure out how to do something and it feels like it's going to be complicated, I find it like really helpful to like do the easiest version of it you can think of. Like, even if it's just an analogy, for what you're trying to do, sometimes sometimes it works. Sometimes doing like a simple version of it, because that's what I was doing with resin the first time. I was trying to make like I mean, it applies to every stage of like building stuff with resin. There is a spider. Hopefully it'll still be there in the morning, because I still need string for a fishing rod for cod to catch those to get a cat. I haven't forgotten. I've just gotten infinitely distracted. I might also be able to find like an abandoned mine shaft. I'm a little bit concerned that these trees haven't actually spawned yet, so I'm gonna see if maybe taking some of this lilac down will give me a bit of space. But it doesn't seem to be, so that's weird. And then there's definitely a zombie in this forest here somewhere. I'm just trying to find him so I can get rid of him. So I can kill him. Oh, there we go. Sorry, spider. I love you very much, but I thought I was gonna get string. I just got a spider eye. I mean, I could poison myself. That would be... Yeah, no, let's not do that. Okay. I really just want one of these birch trees to, like, grow already. I mean, I feel like I've been reasonable. I feel like I've been pretty reasonable. I don't have any extra bones for bone meal. Those all look like they have what they need to be able to generate, but I could be wrong. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna like try and build some elevation. So like, why not? Because we've kind of got. I mean, we've got a couple places where there are birch saplings. Let's keep one out in this field, because I know it'll grow if I put it here. There's nothing to impede that. And then I know something will grow if I put it here. I know something will grow if I put it here. So I've given it like at least 3 blocks on each side of clearance, and I'm pretty sure birch only needs 1 block on either side, on every side in like a 3x3 square configuration. So it shouldn't be bad. But I'm just thinking I'd rather get like elevation out of this than width, if that's the right way to say it. Which is, it's not the right way to say it, but I'd rather just like make it tall and then fill it in. Cause yeah, it's just nice. See how quickly you can actually like start getting like actually pretty high up. I think this one's gonna be more like definitely Wizard Tower vibes. I'm thinking in the distance you can't see it, but that is the biome where like I'm pretty sure the tunnel goes straight through there. So my house is probably about there. So this is all mountain around there. So I'm thinking the cherry, if I put the view settings up, I want to be able to see that cherry tree in the center, because it's got this like, it's like a volcano. It's like Mount Fuji, right? It's a snow-covered volcano, and then in the bottom of the volcano there's this cherry blossoms. It's ideal, really ideal. So yeah, I feel like it's strange that I'm not getting more. The birch tree is growing a little faster, but I haven't been like hanging out in this space, so it's possible that it's just that. So I think anyway, that's 2 on every side. So the only thing I can think, right, is like, yeah, there are rules for different tree species, different tree types about like how close something else can be before they're willing to actually sprout. So, and then these might actually have been placed by me. I don't think so, but then also, like, look how cool this little cubby is. This is so neat. Like, this is where you put a porch swing. In fact, that's exactly what I'm gonna do in this space. That's gonna have a porch swing. And yeah, that'll be the end of it. I'll have no more discussion. You know, I want no criticism taken. I'll take no quarter. You know, step off. Yeah. And then I wanted shears. Okay, so that's what I was wanting to do, was to take the shears and actually start gathering start gathering some birch leaves, so I had something to make, well, just something to build with. Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with using the planks for the first floor, but I think every subsequent floor I want to actually use leaves. It's a little tricky fire-wise. It might be better to do a glass floor. I mean, both glass and the leaves will have the same benefit in that monsters don't spawn on them, so that's nice. Fun fact about the word spawn: it's also like the word for like when fish make babies, they're said to be spawning. So monster spawning is just you know, it's just colorful imagery in a sense. Oh, that is lovely. Look at that. I am a big fan of the water animation. I mean, I've been complaining about it nonstop, but you know, sometimes we criticize the things we love the most. The most. Not poison spiders, though. They are too cute. And then this lake is very deep. Okay, I'm just being a little neurotic here, but I think it's nice to have like a full water source at the bottom of a waterfall. Just feels right to me. But here. Oh, the way the light on the sand there, and the salmon. Okay, let's not get speared, but let's at least grab some, like, let's grab some allium. I can't grab them from here, come on. No, it's just everything looks too perfect. It's like, I don't know, it's like playing around on a big chocolate cake, you know, or a big cake. And like everything's, all the frosting and like the little delicate details are like all on the surface. And I don't want to mess them up. But like you're walking around on the frosting, right? Like you can't help leaving tracks. Here we go. That's what I was hoping for. Okay, I mean, maybe it was the minimum distance. Maybe it was like not spending enough time in this area for them to spawn. Because I set down the saplings and then I ran off. So, and then I've got one oak leaves, which I didn't mean to do, but that's fine. I think I can get some saplings out of this, but I might not have inventory space. I think I'm gonna make this next floor of like birch leaves, like right away. Okay, I want the same thing where I have like 3 and then space. So 3 and then the leaves. Yeah, but glass, right? So birch leaves are nice. Glass is nice, both because they let light through and because they stop monsters spawning. There was something there. I don't know what it was, but there's definitely something. Here, we can definitely start filling in some of this. Because, like, yeah, why not? As soon as we have it, let's do it, so. Okay. Okay, we're a little bit closer than we were before, so that's good. And then we'll do more potatoes, more sleeps. Okay, I do want to plant this. And I do want, like, another water source, I think. I think what I'll do is I'll take this, and I'll make my, I'll make a little corner for the pumpkins here. So I'm gonna go a little bit further back than I otherwise would, so that when the pumpkins grow, they'll grow forward. and then you'll see them. But you won't see like where they're planted. But in order to do that, I kind of need to do this, where I have like space behind them, and then I have a water source, and then I have, oh, that's a little annoying. I just want this. Okay, actually I can just leave those, because then that gives only one option for where that's willing to generate, which is fine with me. So then those will grow in, and then this will grow in. And so the pumpkins only have one place to generate, so I know exactly where they're going to generate. So that just simplifies the process of like deciding where to, I don't know, how to arrange lighting and stuff, and like how like them growing will affect the lighting. Yeah, because since I know that they're going to be growing forward, they're not going to be growing sideways. So if I put a torch here, then the light will always come through to the rest of the room, which is nice. And then I think I made some stone, and I do want to keep up with that. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to want some chests, but definitely, again, still going to want more of everything, really, in order to do that. And then, isn't that just open to the outside above me? Let's just sleep. Let's just sleep. If there's one thing I know about survival worlds, if you have the opportunity to sleep and you don't take it, you always regret it. It's another lesson I've definitely learned in my real life. I feel like I'm better at taking care of myself in Minecraft than I am in real life. But, critically, taking care of yourself in Minecraft doesn't actually take care of you in real life. Being inspiring, you know? Okay, so then we've got a little bit of room still. We could fill some of this in. Does that make sense? We could do that. And then this would be nice. And then we'll, yeah, that birch. Do we have more birch stairs? No, we don't. We just need more birch wood overall. We might actually just, I mean, we can do chests and stuff out of oak. It's just birch is one of those tree types, it's like, it doesn't, the problem used to be a lot worse, but it just doesn't generate a lot of saplings. It used to be like really hard to like even get replacement. Like I would do like 3 birch trees and I'd be lucky if one of them made 2 saplings. So it was really easy if you only had like, if you didn't just like clear cut a whole forest right away. Yeah, it was hard. Here, so is there anything I can afford to dump from my inventory? Spider Eye is like maybe useful as a potion ingredient, but definitely not going to be useful right now. Yeah, I mean I need chests, right? That's the thing. Do I have oak logs? No. Do I have? Okay, well I picked up these and I have that, so that's okay. I can just keep going and just like harvest what's available. Yeah, no, but I'm really glad. Like now if you plant birch, like you'll get like 3 to 5 saplings per chopping down. That's just my like in my head estimate. But I feel like it's at least close. Okay. No. I can feel myself trying to like not make chests. Here we go. Okay. So if we do that, we really just need, like, some breathing room, really. There's our saplings, there's some carrots, there's some pumpkins, those doors, the sign, just nice little wood products, extra dirt. We're gonna keep that. We don't need that. We kind of need this. Would be nice to save. That would be nice to save. That's good to have on hand, kind of. And then that's like good to have nearby. And then it's good to have at least one bucket. Oh, where's my other bucket? Yeah, don't let that despawn. Okay, so... Okay, we're getting closer. To like having a realized... To having a proper house going. But I'm gonna finish up like this part of the wall, because I want that to look nice. Like, I want that to look finished. Because it's, you know, it's the base of the house, it's the first layer, you know. It's important to have a good foundation in life. And this is kind of part of that here. So this, I'm so enamored with this. It's like the tiger stripes of it. I'm a very big fan of the birch wood. We've definitely got space. So, and then I do want to get some sand to make some glass. And then I have just like, I think it frees up a little space if I have some glass. And then the other thing I can do is, because I have 2 of these, I could fill this in with that and then have like a window looking out. But I think I'd rather have the window maybe not there. I could have it a little higher, you know? I could make it a little wider. I live a little longer. I could schmiv a little schmonger. Because the reason is I want to have that and that, and then this. It's because I want it to look good. And I want to save one of these blocks for later. Yeah, okay. So then, okay. Then this, right? We go up, right? And then this is like the next floor up, and then there's another thing, and then I have more dirt. I have enough dirt to do what I'm trying to do here right now, which is just, let's go ahead and just, because we're gonna fill in that gap anyway. And then, yeah, and then oh wait, those are different. Okay, that's fine. Here, I can do that, and then we've got one more thing there. We can just salvage this dirt tower and pop up on here, grab there, grab there, grab here. Okay, and then we still have birch leaves. I just need to figure out where I put them. Put them in the chest. I could fill in this gap. I could get sand. I think since I'm here and the sand's like just there, I like to take it out of the landscape in a way that like still leaves the feeling of the landscape, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, sand is just a really pretty block, I think. That's one of my favorite building materials too. Like sandstone, sand, especially like with birchwood, just looks really good. Looks really classy. So yeah, I'd say I'm a fan. But yeah, this is it's obvious that there was something here. So I'm not gonna grab too much glass right now. My preference would really be to I'm gonna make a portal, and then I'm gonna go through the portal through the nether and try and find like a desert biome. Yeah, just because I can cover a lot more ground by hopping through the nether. Whether I do that in normal mode or whether I do that like in peaceful, well, I might check it out and not do it Okay, so I might chicken out and do it in peaceful. Here, let's do this, because I think that's... Oh yeah, no, so did that generate next to a flower, or is that something that I made? I don't know. Okay, let's get some more saplings. Was it worth my indomitable hoe? I think so. I mean, the purpose of it is to be used, right? It's not a tool unless you use it. Oh, that was... Okay. I mean, that wasn't nothing, but that wasn't... Okay. I mean, it's 2 saplings. It's replaced itself, so that's something. Let's put it where the other one was. Okay. And now, I think we're getting nightfall again. So we want... Okay. We're getting there. We just need sand. We need more coal. We're gonna need a lot more coal. There is more coal. What was it? Under the bed? Under my pillow, I've got a bunch more coal here. So that's happening. We've got this. So I want to fill this in with more like... So there's going to be more glass there. I'm going to put more something here. I think I can put this. Huh. Okay. Then how about this? Okay, I'll make more fencing, and then I'll fill that in with this. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, so this I forgot was not part of my original design there. So that's going to be a floating tree for now. Going to be one of those monsters that like leaves trees floating. Okay. Okay, if I can get everything up to the point where it's like to there, I'm happy. Okay, I have... What colors do I have for this? I have lilac. So why don't we just go full lilac? Because yeah, that's pretty. Does this? That's not how that works. Okay. I need to sleep, and then I'll make some windows. And then I'll put the windows up, and I'll put the finishing touches on, and that'll be... Yeah. That'll just be where we leave it. Let's see. Okay. Now, glass panes. Something pane in the glass. Oh. Okay. Because I think this gives it kind of a nether portal sort of vibe. And once we get Silk Touch, we can definitely rearrange. I was kind of thinking to do this all pink, but I don't know. Let's see, we can do 3 more, 3 more. We've got this. We could at least, because it won't fill in that gap unless I do this. Huh, I kind of like that actually. Gives the impression that it's like, I don't know, branching out. Is that the right way to say it? I think that's like not the right way to say it. That it's extending from the wall and then up. It'll make sense what I'm saying when like I look at it from when I show you like outside what it looks like. But here we want more of these. We can hold on to that. I just wanted to like fill this in so that that was like done. And then, okay, so then we've got a couple more things to fill in. We want to fill this, right? And then we want to fill this, and that's also going to need more birch wood. And then we're going to connect those that way, and this that way. And then I'm going to fill in that, and then I'm going to make some stairs up. Okay. We're very close. We're very, very close. Here, I'm going to... 6? Yeah, 6 is the right number. Okay. So then up, and then up. Right. So here, I think, is going to be uppies. That's uppies. That's uppies. Uppy puppy. And one more. And then we're on the level that we want it to be on. And then we'll have a surplus soon of birch wood. So that'll be good. Okay, and then we can get rid of that. We can get rid of this. We can get rid of this one. We can get rid of this. And oh yeah, we have so much birch. This is perfect. Oh, son of a birch. Oh no, there's a skeleton. Where? Where? Where'd he go? Oh, I see the angle. 360 no scope. Okay, 360 some scope. 360 materials and methods. Okay. The materials and methods got him. It's good. You know, someone should warn scientists about the dangers of a meth addiction. It's inflating the length of your papers by going too detailed on the methods. It's not a real thing. I just think that's a funny way to say it. So. Okay. You know, I mean, I can, as a decorative... Oh, lavish, decorative route extending from the house. Oh, absolute decadence. And this one... Oh, no. Because we want that to be... Okay. Okay. No, because that's the edge of the house. So this actually did need to be... Okay, that's fine. Something happened. Oh no. Alright. Something very strange just happened. Okay, I don't know, but there is more birch. So let's go grab it. Let's go get it. No one's gonna get it for you. No one else can feel it for you either. For what good is it? Oh, horsey! I don't have a saddle, but I think they recently just updated it so that there is actually a recipe. You can make saddles. I would do that. I think it requires leather, though. I think I'm gonna try and just find it in a loot chest, because that's the vegan version, the Minecraft vegan version. I could make another hub, maybe. Oh. I think we're doing all right with the birch. Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's realistic in survival to try to do a whole house tree every episode. If I'm sticking to like the shorter episode format. I say shorter. I mean, I'm already up like over an hour, but you know, I want to keep it like roughly an hour, so it's like manageable, both for you guys and also for me. You know, everything's like video always takes like triple as long as the video, at least. But let's see. If I narrow the scope a little bit and just do like 4 trees and then fill in the walls, I think that's doable in an episode, but that's a little boring. Like, definitely really... Oh, nice! Do you see that? That just generated. Nice. We're already on our third our third level here. Okay, we have 13 saplings. Nice. Okay, I think we can... I'll keep at least... I'll keep a couple. I'll definitely keep a couple just on me, because they're very helpful to have, and I like them. We can definitely add a little bit more density here. And then there was a good space up here where trees would generate, so that I'm happy with. And then we can throw another one on here. And then look, that just gave back because we missed a couple on the way down. And that also, we also have like a couple of extra sticks, which means I'm not going to have to do as much for like stick grabbing. I don't know. It's a small benefit, but it is a benefit in my estimation. Okay, so there's a couple things, but most of it is like log related, so let's start with that. I'm going to fill this gap in, and that, and then I'm going to make more right away, because I know I want at least one left over. And I go and complete that, and this is going to be these two, which I'm fine with, and then I still want this to be complete. So that still needs more. That still needs more logs. And we've definitely got the saplings for more logs, so let's go for it. Here, we can put one there. There's a cave, so that'll be our mine. That's an easy win. But it just saves that first little bit of digging, you know? It just gives you like a little pat on the butt, really. And if there's one thing, well, let's just say that's motivating. Okay. So we're already on our third tier of trees. So that's 2 trees tall, that's 2 trees tall, that's 2 trees tall. I think we've got a nice balance here where we've got like 1 canopy, 2 canopy, 3 canopy on that corner, 2 canopy on that corner. I don't have a name tag for you, but, you know, hopefully you won't despawn while I try and find one. Oh, look at that. You can see the sunset out this window. That's perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna move the farm somewhere. I think I'm gonna move the farm up into the back and just like have a little garden in that area. It's just nice to have a ground level garden, even if you have like a wizard tower. Just adds a little bit of necessary whimsy. Big fan of all these tulips here. I'm also very fortunate that we've got like all 4 flavors of tulips, and I think there are even like wisteria or like a really light purple tulips now. These are pink, but we can do like the full set right here, which I think is perfect. We'll at least do this. I'm trying to think if there's like a glass color that I would like, because I only have 2 glass. I only have 7 more glass. If I literally had exactly 1 more glass, I could make another color, and I could do the pink that I was trying to do. But if wishes were gold, you know, I'd forget my hat, I think is the way you say that. You know what? Let's go pink. That's perfect. Okay, and then we've got, there was some bush there, there was some this, there's some that there, there's some this there, you know? I think let's do, we can fill in what we can fill in. you know, with this, because this needs a layer, this needs a layer. We're all the way up here. That's all gonna get filled in next. As soon as that one grows, that's still sort of decomposing, dropping saplings. I'm not seeing where that zombie is, but he's definitely nearby. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. Okay, that's fine. I don't want rotten flesh if I don't need it. And then this, it's just filling in that, so it's just a matter of, yes! That's exactly what we needed. We needed one of these trees to, like, spawn and grow relatively tall. Okay. And then... okay. I saw something in this general direction. I thought it was a birch tree, but I could be up to lunch. Okay, I don't need to do anything with that. That's fine. Oh, God. No. Parkour. It's an invocation used by the legendary Gen Zer. Parkour makes navigating vertical terrain instantaneously successful. Okay. Is it cheating to avoid or to like use up glass if you've got it and not the wood? I don't know. Anyway, I hope not. I think this looks like a nice little skull. I think that's like an eye socket. That's an eye socket. I almost want to make them symmetrical, but I like also really don't want to make them symmetrical in that sense. I definitely like the variety of like terrain with the leaves. The chest at the top of the stairs might need to move. But that definitely adds a lot of overhead to the project, which is already ballooned out of control. All the investors are like whining. They're like wah, 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 making like investor noises, you know. Not the kind of people who can handle things ever not going their way. So they make it a problem for literally everyone else on Earth. Investors. So if you have investments, fuck you. Any investments at all, you know. Let's definitely just take the most extreme viewpoint possible. And just start from there, you know. Because once you walk it back, you'll probably end up in a good place. Probably. Maybe. You might. It's possible. It's technically possible. Here. More fencing. I really want a fence gate. That's what I want. But the game is being strange and not giving me the option to actually use those sticks to make what I was trying to make anyway. Okay. Good game. Don't get all weird on me now. Okay, that's not a threat. That's good. That's just an alpaca. Here, and then I think I'll do cherry just for the vibe of it. Because, yeah, we've got cherry. I mean, we could also do one of those. Or one of these. Yeah, we have options. Let's put that there. We used up one of the tulips there. So, I think I'm going to keep that the way that I normally keep that. And then I put that there. And this can go here. This can go here. I mean, I'm just trying to keep everything in a sense of a little bit organized. A little bit organized. And keep like the vegetables and stuff together. Keep the rotten meat out of that chest. Ignore the zombie noises. You know, that's nice zombies going to sleep noises. Not worrying about that. Not letting it take over. You know, not letting the zombies be the... Not letting the zombies tell the narrative, you know? Don't let the zombies tell the story about who's winning, about what's supposed to happen. Yeah. Don't let the zombies tell the story for you. Oh, that's very annoying. I definitely didn't mean to make that. Accidentally stripped an oak log, or a birch. So now I have a stripped birch log. Should I wait for all this to despawn? Maybe I should make like some stone hoes. They just really never last like at all, which is annoying. You know, I mean, if they last like 30 seconds of gameplay, it doesn't matter how long, like how useful, how easy it is to acquire the materials. If it only lasts for 30 seconds, it's a pain. I think I'm gonna make like an outpost up on that cherry tree. That seems like a good place. Okay. Okay. I mean, we've got some leaves taken care of there, but I think it's better if we. That looks pretty. Okay. I don't know what to exactly do with that facade, but I'm gonna do something. And then this, I want to keep. I want to keep this farm going right now. Yeah, so that we'll have lots of saplings, lots of bushes, lots of leaves to work with, and leads, plenty of leads. Okay, it's like one of those horrifying British places. Okay, so a little bit more fencing, a little bit more gates, and then we're gonna do the classic. We'll grab some more planks. Just be generous with it, and then the classic. There we go. And we can even be a little bit more generous and just throw this in there. So there's two ways in and out, and they both lead to the same thing. That's nice. We can do more stairs because there's a little detail I've been meaning to add. Yeah, and it doesn't take that much. It's just literally. Well, it was literally going to be just that one. But let's do it like this. That and this. And then there is one more actually. I keep saying one more thing. I think I just need to enjoy the moment. Where are we coming from with this? It's our trusty dusty little alcove. spider zombie already. Let's get going. I am very happy with the way this has turned out so far. Oh, I may not rest now. There are monsters nearby. If only there was some way to solve this. By, like, resting. Alright. I guess I'm working all night. Or... do we move the bedroom out of the basement? And finally, you know, move out of the parents' house and sleep under the stars. No, I can't do that. Not allowed. There's a spider there. Okay, there's some problems. There's some skeletons nearby, there's some creepers. I'd say I'm not really feeling like leaving the house again, now that I've gotten to this point. Just gonna carry on and fill this gap in and wait for that still to grow, and that still to grow, and that to grow, and maybe I'll take my shears and clear out some space that I can use to actually put the bed down. I mean, the question is, which way do I want to be facing? Do I want to be facing towards home and the familiar? Do I want to be facing towards the village and the cherry blossoms? Do I want to be facing towards, like, the beyond and the acacia and the desert? Or just at the flowers, which are, like, right there? I think I'm going to go for the view sort of almost towards home, but, like, more towards the village. I am definitely a corner creature when it comes to beds. So I'm going to keep the bed there. It's definitely not going to be like... This isn't exactly like the finished state, but I feel like we're close. And at least spiritually, I feel like this is more of a house now. Like, it's at least got walls, it's got a door, it's got a proper entrance. There's like a sense of where we're going with it. Yeah, it's just like nice and homey, so that's good. Is there any more glass? No, that's fine, I don't need more glass. There's more rotten flesh, which, like, yeah, I guess if I totally run out of food will be a nice thing. I don't see any more monsters, but I hear spiders. There you are. I've been looking for you. Okay, one string. That's not enough to start fishing, and I think it's a little too late to start fishing, but yeah, we'll acquire a cat. That will happen. I'm just gonna bum rush this guy. Let's do it. Nice. Oh, good. I got boned. Nice. Okay, so is that actually gonna despawn properly? I don't know. Are those actually, like... Because I don't know if I... Oh, I didn't actually get the last... bit there. Okay. Well, you know what? In for a penny. In for a pound. In for a penny, in for a pounding. That's what they say in Wigan, where the peewit is as good as gravy. Link in the description. A Link to Pewet. And Babby's End. Let's see, we've got enough to make a little bit more stone bricks. So I think I'm gonna bricks it up. Like the bricks countries. And just get a little bit more torch action going on. There's that coal. That's good to know. And then we've got a potato. One lonely potato. That is actually... There's one that actually was finished growing. I think these aren't yet finished growing. But I find it a little difficult to tell. Okay, and then... Okay, we've got these, we've got this, we've got that. I'll give you like one view of the house, and then I'm carting this back over. And I'm gonna leave some birch saplings here. I don't know. We can keep that. We can keep that. And put that back. And this we have. Okay. I just want to give like a good view of the front of the house. The back of the house. Just like a good 360. There it is. It's kind of crawling up the landscape. It's kind of just nicely set into that corner. I don't know what's going on with this here. It kind of feels like this isn't generating for some reason, but I can't figure out what that reason might be. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave this parkour thing with the oak leaves. That to me feels really helpful. And then I basically just want to bring potatoes back to my old base and do my little victory lap. So, what else is in here? Is there anything in there? Is there anything in there? There's exactly one more thing I want to make. I'm being a little silly, but while we're waiting for that to happen, get a little bit more over here. So why not just do that? Be a little bit lavish with it. Do we have stairs? Oh yeah, we have... Okay. I want more stairs, I want more blocks to work with. And have we got what we were trying to get with that? Yeah, okay, that's fine, I'll take it. And then this, and we will want to make a stone cutter, but for now, I just want to get some cobble wall. It's just a nice block. And we can do some of the garden with it. Okay. But right now the easiest way to get into the garden is literally to just fall through the back. Do we want to do it that way? I think so. Okay. So this is an incomplete, it's just kind of give an impression. I don't know what that is. Okay, that was a baby zombie. And then there's one more thing here, which is this I want to fix. Okay. Okay. I'm leaving the front door open. Is that a good idea? I don't think so, but it's what we went with. And that gets us looking out at the garden. So that's interesting. Wasn't really the intention. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Okay, I'm gonna teleport. Okay, where is that? Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much to my supporter on Patreon, Sasha. Feel free to like the video, comment, subscribe, share it if you enjoyed it. Definitely check out Patreon. New Racky Tam is going to be up there probably later today. As always, I'd like to remind you that no matter who you are, no matter what your situation is, no matter what you're going through in life, it is always Tuesday. And have a great day.